What's up, mobile gamers? It's Gigs, back with another Vanguard video here. Today's going to be a match with Ruby. We're going to play some games with her and kind of see where she stands. She got nerfed a little while ago, if you guys didn't know that, but it was only a nerf to her damage, so I'm thinking she probably hasn't changed much, but I wanted to give you guys my unfiltered opinion while we wait for the first match here, because I think Ruby's going to be pretty similar to where she was before, which is pretty much A to S. I don't see her changing much, especially the damage nerf wasn't really what made her so good. It was the fact that her shield moves, and she also has that stun, which is very nice for taking out some of the pests if you have a flanker near you or you have another Vanguard you're trying to kill. So I think Ruby's going to be pretty good in this video. Not sure where she is going to sit. She's probably going to be on the top, honestly. Like, unless she is like insanely worse than she was before. If she's like way bad or something because of that damage nerf, but I don't see it having too much effect here. So we will hop into a match real quick, guys. Finally got into a match. We had to switch over to ranked, so you know, it's going to be a little bit more difficult to show you guys what she's truly made of, because if you guys are playing casual, that's probably where you're going to get the best use out of her. I just think that ranked is pretty sweaty right now, at least for me. But we are on offense, and they don't have a Gatlin. Honestly, if you don't see a Gatlin in ranked, it's almost like a 50% easier match. I can almost guarantee that, because right now the Gatlin will be sitting like up there or maybe over here, and she's just gonna tear you guys apart. So I think Ruby is very good, and the fact that Ruby is so mobile, let's see, 12 seconds, yeah. So you got an 8-second cooldown, and this moves, and that's honestly the biggest part of Ruby's kit, especially with that 10% defense boost. Very good, very good. So let's see. Okay, I think, yep, we're gonna go ahead and grab this Osas here. Okay, we are lagging a bit, but we got the Osas, so we're gonna go back around. I usually don't flank with Ruby, but you kind of need to in order to get out of the situation you're in. This is one of the tougher ones to get out of as the attacking team. So I figured we'd grab the Osas real quick and get behind the enemy. And honestly, that's where Ruby shines. Her stun is really good, and you know, if you compare her to somebody like Fort, it just has so much more versatility. You know what I mean? It's a lot easier to make plays with Ruby, and I think just her flexibility is honestly what makes her so good. So stun the Sindri real quick here, get the kill, and that's what I'm talking about. Really, like, it's so easy. I honestly don't even try when I play Ruby, because she is just way too strong. Oh, she's right there behind me. I didn't even honestly see her, but yep, we missed the stun. The stun's a little bit more difficult to pull off just because you can't capitalize on the damage like you could before. But it's still very nice to have a stun. And we're going to help out the fort real quick and then drop the shield. Yeah, unfortunately they have an Osas. Now, I always wait to use my ultimate as Ruby, just because when they have another Ruby, she'll probably use hers as well. So we're gonna actually wait, see if we can't get the stun on the Osas. I thought he was in here somewhere. Yeah, we died, but we got the Ruby to stay away from the payload. So you know, unfortunately our team didn't capitalize on it. That's unfortunate, but once the ultimate's ready, we'll use it. It's very slow, so that is the biggest downside, is it's slow, and she actually just used hers, so that is nice. We do have ours, and we will go ahead and use it real quick. Now, it just is not the same. It does not do near the amount of damage. We're gonna get stuck in here. Yeah, that's the downside. It doesn't have a lot of damage anymore. It seems like they nerfed the bullets that it puts out. It used to be very strong, and now that it doesn't shoot as many bullets, it has such a long load time, and with less bullets, less damage. It's just not the kind of ultimate you want to mess up, and it doesn't do enough as is anyway. So that is the downside to Ruby, is her ultimate. I think if they decrease the cooldown, it would help immensely, and she's already very strong. But let's see if we can't. And we don't have any healers except for this Sindri that just showed up here, because we didn't have her. See if we can't get the stun on the Jabali. We did get the stun, but we got killed by the Osas. That's unfortunate. Our Osas needs to start hitting some headshots. But yeah, I think Ruby's very, very good. She's very well-rounded, and the nerf was just enough that some people don't really play her. I haven't actually been seeing her as frequently. I've been seeing a little bit more Jabali, but mostly Fade. Fade has been the number one, so to speak, as far as like Vanguards that I've seen personally. It's almost always a Fade. There hasn't been a Fade this match, but in like my last 4 matches, the Vanguard that the enemy team picked was actually a Fade, which is interesting because it's not necessarily the one you think it's gonna be. And they switched off Ruby, which is good. Let's see if we can't get some help. We're gonna stun the Osas once our... Yep, see if we can't get him. Nope, we're dead. Yeah, that's unfortunate. But Fade's been very prominent. I don't think I've ever seen a Victor, unless I'm just playing Victor to cheese. But so I think he's gonna be pretty low on the tier list. Honestly, we'll have to see once I play him and have a setup going. But we're gonna lose this, I think. We are having crazy amount of trouble. Let's see if we can't use our ultimate. Trying to get the other Ruby, but yeah, the Osas is just way too good, and we don't have any help from our teammates. So we'll pull back a little bit, hoping the Sindri will use her ability. This is a rough match. Where's the Osas? I know he's in here somewhere. Come on, Osas. There we go. Finally, we got the Osas, which is really one of the most important parts, because the Osas is very, very strong. So we might be able to win if we can not die. If we can get some help from our teammates here. And that's what I will say about all of the Vanguards. If you're playing a team match like this, it's very difficult to get the help that you need. Like 1v1 doesn't always work because Ruby does not have that potential, and actually neither do a lot of the other Vanguards. That's what I would say, is that it's just very tough to solo carry if you're not playing Gatlin. If you're playing Gatlin, you can solo carry all you want. There you go, MVP. I think Ruby is very easy to get MVPs with now because the shield is so good, and she's had such a good time in the limelight that when you pick Ruby, everybody stays by you because they're so used to her being good. And I don't think the nerf was really that big of a deal. So we'll jump into another match here, and hopefully the load time isn't crazy. It's been, oh man, 20 minutes between trying to find a control match and jumping into a ranked one. Crazy load times. It seems like I'm one of the only people that complains about that, but that's kind of my experience. So we will cut to the next match. Alright, so got the same map, but this time we're defending. I usually don't play Ruby as a defensive payload escort hero. I don't think that you should really play tanks with payload escort unless switched off of the Gatlin. Are you crazy? Yeah, we were gonna win for sure, and the Sindri should have played Gatlin. That's crazy. I wish I could let them know, but unfortunately there's no way to do that unless I turn on my mic and we want to record my thoughts for you guys. I think that overall Ruby is the best mix between some of the offensive Vanguards, like the dive Vanguards, and the Brawl Vanguards, because the fact that her shield moves alone, just that fact is enough for me to be like, she's not really a Brawl Vanguard, because you have to dish out that damage and stay in the area, and if your shield moves away, like literally your shield just goes away, like brawl, 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 and then boom, it's gone and you can't use it. And so she's kind of in the middle, because it also is too slow for you to use it to die. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, but I think a lot of people will either overcommit or undercommit with Ruby. And yeah, see, this is where the damage actually gets to be kind of a big deal. We don't have anybody on the payload with us. We're gonna back up and grab this health real quick. That's why you should don't play Sindri, right? Like if you're gonna play Gatlin, play Gatlin. Don't switch to Sindri off of Gatlin. You can switch to Sindri if you want to play somebody else in general, but if you ever decide to pick Gatlin, just stick with it, because unless she gets nerfed by the time this tier list comes out, I mean, if there's an enemy Gatlin, all of the heroes that we're talking about, all the Vanguards are bad, except for maybe Zero Kelvin because of the invincibility, and even then, it's not honestly enough. So, see if we can't get the stun on the Jabali. There we go. And honestly, it's about turning fights with Vanguards. So, I might not be able to kill the Fade, I might not even be able to kill the Sindri, but if I can turn these fights in our favor, that is what my job is. Whether I dive or brawl. So that's honestly the thing you should be looking out for the most, is being able to turn fights. You should look for whoever's weakest. Oh, okay, hang on, drop get the heal. Yeah, we had to let them push the payload just a little bit. See if we can grab the stun on the Jabali. We are just not having a lot of help from our team as far as stopping the actual payload movement, which is unfortunate, but we'll grab this health real quick. There we go. Alright, outlet open, put our shield down. Not too worried about the Jabali ult. Yeah, he's gonna, I knew he'd kill us, but he's gonna die right away. So we basically traded there. And I think that is one of the things I enjoy most. There we go, the Gatlin. We got this locked in now for sure. And if she wasn't so far away, I'd be with her. If she drops down, yep, there we go. Okay, now my job is to protect the Gatlin, because she has way too much sway on the outcome of this match. So if there's anything I can do for this Gatlin, I'm going to stick by her and make sure that I can put my shield down to give her cover. And I'm basically just going to watch her back, because she does so much DPS. And that's what you should be doing with any of the tanks if you have, except if you're playing a dive, you don't have to. Where is this? Yeah, I'm trying to bait the Sindri to drop down, but not really the best place for a Sindri, if I'm being honest. There we go, there's the drop down on the Sindri. See if we can, we missed the stun. Alright, that's alright. But what you want to do is stun the Sindri out of her ultimate. So we will just kind of chill here. I think we've got this in the bag. The Gatlin's not dead yet. See if we can push him back, and honestly, just use it to push the other Vanguards back. You don't have to use it to always get like this crazy stun that's changing the match and all that stuff, because your job as a Vanguard, yep, here, we're dead right here. Okay. Yep, two flanks. I mean, Sindri's not technically, or Skady's not technically a flank, but there you go. And if you can take, honestly, if you have 2 to 3 of the enemies and they are attacking you, you can use that to your advantage and pull them off the point. That's what I usually do, because they think you're running because you're scared, but what you're doing is you're taking them off the point. And if you take 2 or 3 people off the point, then your team's going to wipe the last remaining 2 and then come help you, even if you die. So it's all about that objective. Don't be afraid to play the objective. And I think that if you're thinking about control or payload, I think Ruby's one of the best Vanguards for the objective, because she has so much utility compared to, at least compared to Victor. I mean, every Vanguard's great compared to Victor, but Zero Kelvin's kind of nice if there's not too many people around, but once you have people on the other side of your shield, your snowball, it doesn't really do too much. So we will hop into another ranked match. We made it to gold, which is awesome. We're probably going to lose in D rank right now, but we'll get a third match in for you guys, and hopefully we get a control match. So got into a game of control, which is super, super awesome. And we have a Gatlin, so this will be hopefully a decent match. We'll see. If we get the Sindri and the Gatlin to group up around me, I think we have it in the bag. And we got the new Christina rank skin. I have not gotten that yet, unfortunately. I just have not been able to rank up. But now that we're into gold, I think we should be okay. If we lose this match, we D-rank, but I am not too worried. They didn't even pick a Gatlin,
3,
so
2, 1, start.
So we'll drop a little wisdom on them.
Take the chance.
We're going to do this. I don't have the stick together one. I switched it out just because a lot of the time I actually do need our team to regroup. We got the mark over here. Oh wow, okay, my team's going way to the side, so on the Jabali's gonna chase. Okay, this will be an interesting game for sure. Nice, there we go. Help from the Gatlin. Alright, and now all we need to really worry about is the Osas. He just let me... Oh, there we go. Hang on, somebody's behind me. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I don't know. I must have got shot by the Osas before he died. It is rough out here for Vanguard players. It seems, at least to me, that nobody even picks them anymore. You might get one, but... oh, wow. Yeah, we are going to lose this one, I'm pretty sure. So we'll grab a kill on the mark. If I could figure out where the Osas is hiding, I would actually go after him, because he's good enough that he'll change the game. Him and the Gloria are very good as well. So if we can find the Osas... There we go, Mr. Osas. Getting chased by a tank. Here, we'll do this. He probably jumped away, did he? Oh yeah, he jumped away. He's scared. Unfortunately, though, we don't have too many teammates to help us out on the center. There we go, now they're in here. But we need to help focus on the Osas. He's very, very good. Now he's behind us. Yep, so the Gloria and Osas are the worst ones right now. See if we can get some damage. We got the Gloria and the Osas. But he did get a kill on the Johnny, but that's alright. I'm not too worried about the Johnny. Get the stun on the Jabali. And then get into cover before the Osas shows back up. He has been flanking really very good. We have not been able to stop him too well. It's been very difficult. So
sorry, you're trapped.
what do we got there? Johnny dead? Is Johnny dead? Grab a stun on the Gloria. Yeah, I think we're gonna die here. Yeah, and we need our flankers to focus on the Osas, but they are not. So that's one of the difficult things about playing a Vanguard, is if your team does not give you any help and they're just kind of sitting around on this right side like these guys are, you're gonna lose. Very difficult to keep the center with just myself.
Your opponents are halfway to victory.
See if we can't... I want to help out and try to get the center with these guys, but they are making it very difficult for me. Oh yeah, we missed the O-Sauce. That's unfortunate. Alright. I could have used my ultimate there to try and survive, but I wanted to save it, because we are going to need it for sure. Oh, this O-Sauce. This O-Sauce is very good. He's the reason we're losing, I think. And also, maybe the Gloria. If they're not together, then it counts. But oh man, we are probably gonna lose this one. I don't know if we can get the. So we're gonna use our ultimate. It's not really gonna be very useful, but we will. We just want to get the Javali off the point at this rate. I mean. Yeah, this is just, it's tough. If we could kill the O-Sauce, I think we'd be fine. If we could get the O-Sauce, maybe the Gatling could get him or something, but...
Sorry, you're trapped.
Yep, he's over here somewhere. I heard him. Yep, there he is.
Tracking hostiles.
Yep, okay, O-Sauce ult. Grab the shield down here. Yeah, we almost got him. We needed a little bit more help. But if they take the point, I think they win. And all we have is a yaw to guard the point.
Overtime.
Unfortunate. Yeah, they might have it. If we can take it back before they get the win. Because they are not as... Yeah, that's unfortunate. There it is.
Defeat.
So we're going to D-rank out of gold for you guys. Unfortunately, Ruby is not the carry she used to be. That small amount of damage has been catastrophic to her pick rate and her carrying ability. Only because if you drop the shield and stun, you kind of can't really kill whoever you're fighting. So that is pretty much the video. We didn't do very good. The O-Sauce killed us. All 7 of the kills were probably me, if I'm being honest. Because I died. How many times did I die? I don't even remember. Anyways, let me know your guys' thoughts on Ruby. If the nerf was too much or not enough. Like I said, I haven't honestly been seeing her very much, especially on my team. My team never runs a Ruby, and lately I've been stopping playing Vanguards because my team will just not pick one, and I don't want to always play Vanguard, so I don't pick one. So let me know your guys' thoughts on her, where she falls on the tier list, because we're going to be dropping it. I think we have 2 more videos after this one drops, because we have to do the dive Vanguards next. And then we will do the tier list afterwards. So let me know your guys' thoughts, and we'll call it a day on this video. Peace out.